Alright guys, Dokkan time again, and today we're going to be going through the Boujack red zone with Yamcha. So, I would like to reiterate something. This is a 55% friend unit right here. You see that 55 right there? You see that additional? Don't waste your time putting that in there unless you're going to be summoning for more dupes. I mean, Yamcha's great and all, and you can build him however you want to after you've gotten the dupes. You're probably never gonna see this 5 go off. Probably never. I literally mean that. Probably never. And I usually see my 55% one do at least 2 supers the majority of the time. It's very rare that he gets 3 off. I have seen 3 with the 55. But it's also possible you can hit 4 or more with the with additional. But a level 5? You're better off putting that into the dodge. That's just my personal opinion, but don't also put up your 55% without actually making sure it's all level 10 links. Just don't do it. So we decided to go into this one with Ultimate Gohan and Yajirobe. Yajirobe is the one thing I have consistently kind of regretted bringing. He's fun to use, but he's fun. But he's not good. he's not. The argument I have is that Yajirobe takes too much damage to be worth what he can do. That's the issue. If he had a slightly better chance to dodge, I like Bulma, you know, that sits there at like freaking 80% chance to dodge, yeah, he'd be more worth it. But he doesn't do any damage. Most of the fights, the hard fights in the game, he cannot seal. I don't see the purpose in bringing him. I really don't. I wish there was a reason to bring him, but I really don't feel that there is. It's mostly just for fun that I bring the Yajirobe. There was probably better picks, but in this fight we don't have to worry about dodge like with Android 13. So it's pretty nice that we can chill here and watch a lot of the dodges go off. Although there is every now and again where Yamcha will not dodge, and it'll be painful, but as long as he gets a couple super attacks off. See, that's the part where Yamcha is kind of like, he's goated, but he's not goated. So if he super attacks first and then gets attacked, then he has a higher chance to dodge. So it's always best to have him in like the first or second slot so that he can get his attacks off and actually have a higher chance to dodge afterwards. But it's not really a higher chance to dodge, it's actually another chance to dodge. It's very weird. So he has a 50% chance innately to dodge in his passive. But then he gets a 10% increase to dodge. He gets a 10% chance to dodge once he does a super attack. So if you activate his super, or you activate his active, you do his normal super, that's a 20% chance to dodge. If he gets a double super, it's a 30% chance. And if he gets a triple super in the turn, then that is a 40% chance with the active. Actually, I take that back. Erase that from your mind. I apologize. It only goes up to 30% chance. But either way, so he's got 50 chance, 30 chance if he super attacks 3 times. And then he has whatever your dodge hidden potential is, which mine at the moment is 10% chance. So it's a very weird setup, but basically you just keep rolling the dice until he dodges, which is why he's so good and why he does dodge quite a bit. Unfortunately, we're about to see why Yajirobe is okay-ish. See, he took that one hit. If that was any other unit that hadn't had their stats lowered, we would have took about 100k damage right now. 100k, that's a lot of damage. Also, I sat right here for a second because although I want to have Yamcha and Gohan on the same turn, we also want to keep stacking with God Goku. This is once again the issue with having to prioritize key orbs with everybody. Sometimes you can get lucky, like on this one, where everybody gets exactly what they need and what they want. But then there's other times where it's not enough. it's just not enough, man. Sometimes it's not enough. But this time it was. This part right here is actually, I feel like, kind of harder than Boujack, because these guys all just take a lot of damage. Though I'm not using really big heavy hitters right now. I mean, we're not even critting. Like, almost at all. God Goku has almost no crit in his passive. I only have him with one dupe. My Yamcha has no crit other than his built-in passive effects. So even though we're getting double supers right now, if they're not critting, you're not doing a crap ton of damage. We still do a good amount of damage, but yeah. And we did get hit right there, you saw? And Gohan didn't crit either. So far, that's 0 crits for the turn. That's why this is taking so long. Don't let anyone ever tell you that crit isn't worth it. Because sometimes crit is worth. Okay. We're finally almost through the Boujack gang themselves. They are just so tanky when you are not critting enough. I was really trying to not get everyone to super attack because I wanted the Yamchas to get a chance to get their super attacks in so they can actually build that up. Unfortunately, Orange Piccolo kind of double supered right there. I think he does crit too for the first time out of the whole team almost. Yeah, took out nearly half his health. If we were critting every single time, we'd already be done with this phase of the fight. Thankfully, STR Piccolo doesn't do a lot of damage, so we still got the one attack in with Yamcha. I believe this is the friend unit one, so he's gonna crit right now. Nope, he didn't even crit. He still didn't crit. Alright. And Yajirobe, this is one of his most dangerous positions. Like, I really don't like him in this spot right now. I know this wasn't the final attack, but I really wanted to get part of his passive built up. Because now that we're on the second to last phase of the fight, that's when things are going to get a little bit more serious. Goku dodge, nice. 8.1, yeah, he's getting built up pretty well. And right now he has type advantage. $5.1 million damage. Another 5.1, well, it's 5.2. So we've already done 10 million damage to this Boujack with just God Goku alone. And he hasn't even critted. Another 5. 15. That's a lot of damage. Dang, that was the first crit and it was my Yamcha. I'm fine with that. 2.5. Dodge? Yeah, Yamcha the GOAT. But, unfortunately, I think this might be one of the times for Yajirobe let us down pretty hard. 1.7, that's nice. Get dunked. 200k damage. 200k. Another 200. We just took 400,000 damage because of Yajirobe. Oh, but we healed 10%. I don't care. 10% is irrelevant. It was just really bad. Like, Yajirobe is nice. He's fun, but man, does he let me down. I'm doing this whole dodge thing with Yamcha because the irony is I have terrible luck with dodge. I have terrible luck with dodge. I am the anti-dodge king. I just don't get the dodge off that often. I will get it plenty when it's off screen, but on screen while I'm recording, no. Doesn't happen. Okay, this was an interesting scenario. So he locked God Goku. He sealed the rainbow, or not the rainbow, he sealed the friend Yamcha. So, and he had the worst stats, I mind you. So, that was pretty bad. I was lucky that we still had his active left to at least get a little bit of damage in. The also good news is that we had type advantage. So, type advantage really helps us out here. I was trying to think of a way to get 6 orbs, and we got really lucky with the drop right there on the green orbs. So we managed to actually get 6 orbs for God Goku still. There wasn't really anything to do right here, other than just kind of use an orb and hope for the best. But 4.4 is not a high attack number. It's not a high attack stat. 3.4 million. It's because it's type advantage. Oh, once again, he got hit. Now, he's not... I don't know if my Yamcha's fully built up. I would like to say that he was. But even if he wasn't type advantage, and he was taking 10k on normals, yeah, he's weak. He's really weak. You really want to focus dodge on him. You really do. He can do everything else fine, but eventually he's not going to age very well, and that dodge is going to need to be more prominent and needed in future hard difficulty fights. Yamcha has definitely surprised me on a lot of fronts through going through all of these red zones and all of these ESBRs, the Super Battle Roads. But man, yeah, this also, like, bugged the crap out of me. See, look at this. The one slot that Yajirobe needs to be in, we got locked out of. In any one of these slots, if Yajirobe got hit, we'd been doomed. This is the part where we had to go Orange Piccolo and hope for this. He had 5 health bars. I'm sorry, I always fast forward Orange Piccolo because it's just so boring. It's just so boring. It's so boring sitting here watching Orange Piccolo go off. It's so boring. We were at 4.5 health bars, and we got him down just enough for it to be okay. So yeah, we sped up the 3 turns that we had with Orange Piccolo. And we got Boujack down to 1 bar of health. Less than 1 bar. Honestly, if we did not have Orange Piccolo right here, we would have been dead. But look what I did. Look what happened right there. Look what happened right there because we used Orange Piccolo. Because we used Orange Piccolo, and we swapped his placement around with the Yajirobe, we actually got to move Yajirobe for free. So keep that in mind. You can do that for the locking positions. Notice that Piccolo got changed to the 2nd position instead of the 3rd slot. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if it's intended, but I was completely happy with that. But anyways, so we win right now. We win. Boujack gets annihilated just through normals pretty much. I think Piccolo actually gets the dub. The STR Piccolo. He just has enough power, barely, to push through Boujack at this low amount of health. Poof. Gone. But yeah, that was the Boujack Red Zone movie edition. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Yajirobe can be a very big liability. You really have to protect him really hard, because he could get you killed. He'd get you killed really bad. Really, 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 really bad. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good day and a good night.